Hello, everyone. Let me turn this background off. Yeah, let's get it centered. Welcome to the BOB Rewards Club podcast, Shop Black. I am your hostess, LaShawn, aka LaShawn the Boisterous.
And I'm your co-host, Deuce Terry.
And we are always happy to be here with you. And of course, we are coming in for the BOB Rewards Club, as you've seen in the intro. We also want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We have two amazing guests coming on in just a few moments. And thank you all also for joining us at this special time. We're going through a bit of a transition. We'll be going back to our normal times within probably for the next show. We should be back to our normal time.
If not a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but we'll definitely give you good notice. So anyway, we have Miss KerryJo Felder joining us, and also Nicia Leggins is going to join us. KerryJo has Phoenix Exchange Jewelry, and Nicia has Nicia's Events. So we cannot wait to hear more about these wonderful businesses. If you are interested to know how you can get on the Shop Black podcast, first you have to be a BOB Rewards Club member on the business side. With the BFAC membership, you will have the opportunity to be on the podcast, which is Shop Black, here with us. And that is only $25 a year. And tell them how much the consumer price is.
It's $10, correct?
That's right.
That's right.
So even if you don't have a business, you can be a part of the BOB Rewards Club, and you'll get the notifications on all the events, vendor opportunities, and so much more. So there's a lot of benefits, and you can even venture to start your own business, because pretty soon BOB Rewards Club is going to have a place where the vendors can put their items on the BOB website, and it's going to be amazing. So you'll have another outlet to put your wares or your products or access to your services. So we are definitely happy about that, and we want to make sure you know to join. And you see the scrolling marquee always at the bottom. You can go to www.bobrewards.club.
And also, this is the show for the follow-up from the MLK 2024. So if you were at the event or maybe one of the keynote speakers, you can go ahead and comment in our chat. Let us know how everything went. Let us know how much you enjoyed the event, and what did you learn, and what did you take away from MLK 24. We promoted it for quite some time. It went off without a hitch. And with Shop Black, we have some of the keynote speakers here throughout the year before the upcoming event. So we were very excited to be sponsored by the show and promote the show as well as some of our other platforms.
And also be ready. We have another event coming up May the 25th.
That's right.
And which one is that? That is the, I can't remember. I know it's May the 25th. Forgive me.
We're going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be at this one, but it's
It was unfortunate that we weren't able to make MLK 24, being that it was in Iowa, and our schedules did conflict, but we are making headway with everything for this year, and we do plan on being at that event in May.
Help me out, Michelle. Michelle's on here. What's the event that's coming up on the 25th? And then I know, of course, after the event on the 25th, we have Juneteenth is going to be coming around again. So we're very excited about that. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Michelle. Black Wall Street Days. Our boss is hanging with us today, the CEO and founder of BOB Rewards Club, and the Black Wall Street Days is going to be in Milwaukee. Again, that is May the 25th. Sorry that I just had a brain fart slip my mind. So, but we are very excited about that. This will be your first time in Milwaukee when we come.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, going to be a great time. Midwest. So y'all know I'm from Ohio, so that's kind of my stomping grounds. And again, after that, it's going to be the Juneteenth, and that's going to be June 19th. So more information to come. Without further delay, let's go ahead and bring our wonderful guest on. We have Nicia Leggins and KerryJo Felder. Hey, ladies.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Good, how are you?
Awesome. So So excited to have you. Want to hear so much about your business. But first, either of you can go first. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you have going on.
Kerry, you can go first.
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to let you go first. My name is KerryJo Felder, and this is my first business I've ever owned. It's for shoveling, and when I was little and selling mushrooms and lemonade and, all of those things. I'm a servant of the people. And so all my life I've been serving people in different ways. During COVID, I saw everybody just blossom in a way that I had never seen before. And I was too busy to blossom myself. And I was a little jealous of everyone. I just kept thinking, what is it that I'm going to love doing that I could do till, I can't move my hands anymore. Um, and Tinkering around with jewelry and applying it was it. I've worked for Fashion Fair at Dayton's when I was younger, and I started with like 80 people in the book, and I finished with like, I don't know, 1,100. I think I had the name of every Black woman in Minneapolis and the surrounding cities in that book. But color is a really easy thing for me to see, and for me to see it on people. And so, and I always like to bring out people's beauty. That's how the whole Phoenix Exchange is about transformation, right? We all go through our highs and lows. And what season are we in now? And also sometimes it's for protection. I do sell stones too.
Love it.
Like, do we need protection in this season? Do we need more fire in this season? And so jewelry has a way to capture all of that. And also I think about our carbon footprint. And so some of my jewelry is new, but a lot of it is old and a lot of it is repurposed, easily repurposed and made anew. And so I'm just hoping to catch people, men, women, everyone in their transitions, right? As they transform along in life.
So, do you ever look at someone and say, you can like see a piece for them? Because I used to work for Elizabeth Arden, so I get it. Like that's brilliant that you were able to do that and translate it into jewelry. So can you look at someone and be like, I have a piece that would just go well with your tone, your hues, your colors, not just what they wear, but kind of like who they are. You as a a makeup artist can see, like you said, you can see color in a different way that most people can.
Outfit.
Or the outfit.
Right.
But I think the way she just described it makes it seem so deep. Yeah, just it's a little bit deeper than
the person makes the outfit. The outfit doesn't make the person.
That's true.
It's always about the person.
Gotcha. Well, we see some items there in the background. A lot of eccentric pieces. Do you want to show off some of your items that you have right there?
I just have a few. This is a whole new batch that I've gotten in, and so I was just putting them on my rack, and it's really easy to kind of start this business. This is a shoe rack that I kind of changed around, by the way, and took the knobs off. But these are some new things, and some of them still have tags on them. This is like some Cookie Lee bling. Cookie Lee is a really good jewelry maker. I look for things that are going to last a long time. I don't like sending off something that's going to break right away. I just don't do that. Right. If you don't like it, bring it back, and that's another thing about the Phoenix Exchange is you can come back and you can exchange. You no longer have this look. It's not the same price. I'll buy it at a discount, but I will, and we can just put it towards something else.
That is so brilliant. I've never seen that with jewelry before.
I mean, why throw it away when somebody else was like, man, I could have used that. I could have, done something. And when my jewelry is from $3, mainly to like $30, between $3 and $30, I would say are the main prices. There's real gold, there's real silver, there's real stones. I mean, so it's gonna differ, but why not? I mean, fashion just keeps repeating itself.
Right.
And so why not bring back some of the things that we've had from before and leave less of a carbon footprint while we beautify ourselves?
Why not?
So one of my favorite pieces is this one right here. If you like to wear some things, this one is, a little bit bigger. And this necklace is only like $20.
Okay.
right? And it's gorgeous. It's got a little bit of amber. It's got a little bit of rock in it. And amber is expensive. And it's an expensive stone, but I happen to have a lot of it. So I'm not trying to keep it for the stone. I'm trying to get it to the person,
Right.
so that they can afford it. I have a lot of stones in my necklaces. I do a lot of shells. I think that, a lot of shells like these. Ugh, this one right here
Oh,
is a whole bunch of black and silver pearls. This necklace is so
my
heavy,
goodness.
and so I just think that there's just a lot of pieces that we have, bringing back
Look at that.
some stones. These are
Did
shells.
you bend at the
Okay.
MOK?
Did I win?
Did you bend? Were you
No, I did not. I have been sick. And so that's been like another thing. I was just supposed to come out in 2023, but I got really sick.
Oh,
And so yeah, 2024 is my time. It's never too late.
yo.
It's never too late. I just turned half a century. It is never too late to do you.
Exactly. You definitely have an edge because I've never heard it presented like that, and I love it. I love it. Those are
I have
beautiful.
all kinds of stones, and people ask, for stones for all different kinds of reasons, whether religious or, just to, I don't know, help them harness some anger
Mhm.
or, have a smooth day or transition. And so just knowing, what kind of stones I have and what to use with them. I just think that, it's a win-win for me. And so
Absolutely.
I think it's a win-win for other people.
And you're having fun doing it, and that's the most important part. I can see.
Uh-oh.
Hmm. It looks a little scant, but I actually have about 50,000 pieces. And
Rap.
So sorry.
I was like, "Word, it's just me. Oh no, we can do this. We can do this." No, but I have a lot of pieces, and so I just ask people to let me tailor it to you. Are you looking for a certain color? Is there a certain feeling you want to get from this? And I think tailored jewelry is something that we used to do. We used to do it really well in the 60s and the 70s, especially African Americans. We were sharp. You couldn't tell us nothing.
Mm-mm.
And I think we're getting
Chicago and all those areas.
all area. I guess in Ethiopia, look at look at all those necklaces and in
True.
Egypt and everything, and that jewelry making. Okay, but we've done it since time, kings and
Yeah.
queens before everything, and so I want to be affordable, so I can help people do what they want to do, look how they want to look.
So as a new entrepreneur,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I think. I don't know. Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay.
My computer is on the fritz, y'all. So just keep going. If we ask you a question, just keep going.
as I was saying, new entrepreneur, I always ask new beginners, what were some of the challenges that you had, maybe just legitimizing your business?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer that because it's your turn.
So for me, previously, like Selena was saying, it's the paperwork and knowing and understanding what I need and having access to those resources. I didn't know. I just knew that I wanted to be a business owner and I wanted to work it as my passion, but I had to go and search for it and look for it. And it took me a while, but that challenging part is the paperwork. And I found out it was easier than what I thought it was. So literally just, I live in Iowa. So I just called the Iowa Secretary of State and said, please help me. This is what I'm trying to do. And, but if you don't mind, I'll rewind a little bit and tell you a little bit about me and my business. So I was born and raised in Illinois, moved to Iowa in 2006, and I'm a single mom of 4 kids. And I've always been in the medical field, and I love helping people. But one day I just asked God, I said, I want to do something else. And what is it that I can do to where I can meet new people and I can make things look pretty and have my own schedule and everything like that. So I looked up event design. The reason why I didn't take on event planning is because me being a single parent, it's a lot, and I have respect for those planners.
Wow.
But I just like wanted that financial freedom and independence. And once I get to the point to where I'm able to have create job opportunities for other people, um, and share my passion with. And so I'm sorry, I really get nervous when I talk.
You're doing great.
So but no, I seek God for help, and I didn't make a move until it was confirmed by Him. And
Mhm.
so I started doing my research. I started doing YouTube, looking at YouTube videos, and I started looking at competitors and seeing what they did. And so I want to be a part of helping people create their memories in style. And that's what I do. I am an event designer. I help people with their layout, their design, and I have rental items. It's hands free. I deliver, I set up, I tear down, and I take it back.
Okay.
And um, I provide services for all different types of events at different levels of budgets. I started this first and foremost because being a single parent and you want to have all these parties for your kids and stuff, it was
Yeah.
just like a lot of money. So I said, you know what? I want to start something to where I can provide this service for people in my community and like me that can't afford those big lavish ones. But
Mhm.
then it began to change because as I began to work um, as an event designer, my skills got better. I started attending master classes. I'm a work in progress business always. Every day I'm willing to learn something new. So when you hire me, you're not hiring just somebody to come do your event. You're doing somebody who's passionate about it, and I treat your event as if it's my own.
Awesome.
So I don't tell people, no, I can't do that for you. I tell them, hey, what's your budget? This is what you can get, and it is still look just as beautiful.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's why I started this business. And my prices, they vary, and it's a range from like, I'm not going to say cheap. I would say affordable
Right.
up to like lavish corporate events. I've done Jefferson's prom. I do weddings. I do birthdays in-house, in restaurants, like everywhere. So my goal is to eventually stop working my day job and just focus on this. So,
Love
So what are some of the type of items that you provide? Because I imagine like big balloon arches and backdrops and things like that.
of course. So, yes, I do. I just attended a master class not too long ago, and I can do balloon sculptures as far as like columns and arches. I can do 3D, 2D organic balloon arches, and I can turn it into a scenery, just a wall. Like you can have a plain wall, and definitely it won't be that wall anymore to be completely different. Basically, turning your dreams into reality. What you're thinking, it's in my head probably like 3 times more. But I do balloons. I have table linens. I do backdrops, linens, vinyls. I do custom. I do centerpieces. Anything that you can think of that will accent your event, that's me. And I will follow you wherever you go. It could, like I said, it could be in your house. It could be at a restaurant. I've decorated restaurants. I actually attended the MLK event.
Did
Thank you,
you?
Anthony. That's how I found out about it.
Me.
And my booth was actually an MLK theme. So I
Oh.
really enjoyed it, and I've always wanted to attend an event like this. And I was like so excited because I felt so liberated, and I felt so more like empowered as me being a Black business owner. And it just made me feel like, girl, keep doing it. Like you can do this. And it's like to be around a group of people that are like me, that support each other, and they have access to resources that I may need, or I might have like just sharing it. Like I've learned so much, and I was so overwhelmed in a good way of
Mhm.
everything that I've learned. And I'm just like taking that with me and applying it to me now. Like ever since that day, I've been on go mode because I did kind of.
That's right.
So
That's how it
then
goes.
then I looked up the Bob Rewards and I saw what it was about. And referring back to your last podcast, how it's to increase equity and expand in our community. And I'm like, that's what I want. Like, and then my problem was having access to resources that I need in the right resources, because I was given information, but it wasn't information that directed me to the right thing. I still had to go search. Um, but finally, I did get that help. Selena did say she was over the Empower program while I was in the CREP program. It was the Cedar Rapids Entrepreneur Program before it was Empower. And so I did that class and I did my project pitch. And when I tell you, it was such a big help to me, because even though I was an established business, it helped me. It answered my questions of what I needed to do to be better. So I attended that. And then, like I said, I attend master classes just to keep my skills on and improving on a daily basis. So that's pretty much.
Quick question. This wasn't like a hobby of yours. It's something you just dove right into, correct?
Yeah, well, so in growing up, I've always like wanted to be a business owner. And I just didn't know what to do. Like, growing up back home, I lived on the South Side. We didn't have a whole lot of resources, and I didn't have like examples of Black people or just people in general of how to run a business. So when I came here to Iowa, I got tired of being at a standstill. And I was like, I need to start doing my passion. I knew once I started working as an event designer, I would never work a day in my life, because it's what I enjoy and it's my passion. So this here, I want to take it further. I have goals like I want to get a building to where I can just rent it out. And then I have all my decor and stuff there. And I started doing mini master classes. So what I learned as an adult, I want to share that with others. So it was fun working with the kids, and it was kind of my way of giving back. I don't have much to give, but I can give my time and some of my skills.
Right.
So
That's a lot.
but the Black Wall Street event, I will be there. I want to say thank you to Michelle, because she came to my booth at the MLK event and she saw it and she said, "You're hired." And so, she wasn't lying. Like, she called me and she hired me for the Black Wall Street event to do balloons.
Awesome.
So I'm so grateful and thankful to her for that.
Awesome. We love it. So KerryJo is down there giving us a show.
Right.
I'm just having fun.
She
And
is
I gotta say, I love Michelle too, because like I said earlier, I have been sick for a long time. And as soon as I started getting better, she was on me. She was on me. I do have to say that woman has the fire of God in her. You know, she just is not stopping right now for Black owned businesses,
That is so true.
and on all types of levels. We met talking about Juneteenth, and I've just seen her go, and she's just amazing. And so I'm very thankful for her to be here today, because she was like, "Oh, you're feeling better? Oh, good, because I have something for you to do." Oh, okay. All right. But, you know, she sees it, she likes it, and, you know, and she loves it. She's very helpful. And I think that, you know, as we all grow and as we all, you know, as we all get to know each other as a part of Bob Rewards, it's going to make, just think when you go, you know, when you come to Minnesota and you have to do something, then you're going to know somebody, okay, well, I know this person who has this, I know this person who has that. If I go to Illinois, then I know somebody who does, you know, who can transform a wall into whatever.
Mhm.
You know, it is. And I think that that's the connection that she's making, lots of connections, small and large alike.
Because you know the guests that we had, Selena and her name escapes me, but the young lady that had the newspaper. Like,
Right.
you guys make sure you're
Hazel?
talking with her. to, get some ads in there for, some advertisements because she's right there in your area as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was on our last podcast, and
Mhm.
her and Selena, and then we had three and not four, right? Well, okay,
Called in.
right.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Are
that
you talking about from the spokesman recorder?
say that again.
From the spokesman recorder? The
Like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it was Iowa Black News. That's
Oh,
Oh, Dana.
Iowa Black News. Okay.
yes. Amazing, amazing. And that's what I love about it because we're even going to be very soon, very, very soon, we're going to be starting a chapter here in Charlotte. So, the BOB directory will be coming this way as well. So when we have events here, hopefully you guys can come to join, with us here in Charlotte, get some buzz in this area because that's one thing I do love about business. No one can do it like you. I don't care how many brands are out there. No one can do it like you.
competitors.
Yeah. So how have you guys been, or how do you plan, since you're kind of getting into this kind of new KerryJo? How do you plan? And Nicia, how have you been marketing so far? Just mostly networking?
KerryJo first.
Which
Either one.
Nicia, well, Nicia has experience. I'm gonna think about that.
Okay.
not a whole lot of experience, but I just market through social media. I haven't been doing the greatest job of it because I'm such a perfectionist, and when I take my pictures, I'm like wanting to make sure they're right, and I'm tagging people, I'm trying to get all the information, and then it's like time go by fast. But
Right.
I'm at this point now, it's like just do it, because I have so many new events that I've done that people have not seen yet,
Oh, wow.
and they need to see it. So I'll be working on that today, of course, to get
Awesome.
that out. But and then also to attending social networking events.
Yes.
Definitely word of mouth. My goal at each event is to try to obtain at least 2 clients from each event. And every time that I attend an expo, I
Mhm.
have a drawing. So I draw 3 people, and they get up to $300 worth of in-stock items and services that I have. I don't include like labor and delivery, but it's actually been bringing me more business because they see what I can do, and then I'm like, hey, I want this and this and this and that. So I'm like, thank you, God. So it takes it just takes either time or money or something for you to volunteer to get back, and I don't mind doing that because there were a lot of people who blessed me along the way when I needed help. So
Absolutely.
That's actually a great marketing strategy too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
also too, I have treats at my booth, so it draws people.
Yeah. Yep. You can definitely talk to people through their stomach. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, you get one of those babies to get a camera, you have your own personal photographer.
hmm
Mhm.
And you never know, you might start something with that because
Whole
children
nother
take,
business.
yeah,
Yeah.
children take the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, y'all already got my gears turning. I got a whole book of dreams and ideas, and I'm definitely gonna put them into play and have and be posting them. But yeah, I want to be that one-stop shop for everybody to come to and be like, hey, can you decorate here? Because it's my dream and my passion of what I want to do. And when I grow, I can help others. And like I said, present those job opportunities for them.
Yes, that's what it's all about.
I'm sorry, I'm back to the MLK. Like you said, it's a dream come true to have all those black entrepreneurs in one room. Were there any other connections that you made while at MLK?
I actually walked around to about 11 booths.
Mhm.
And I did not realize, like, I was so in awe of how many Black business owners there are here, and then services that I actually needed. So, and then a group of us got together and said, hey, let's create a chat group where when we find out resources, we share it with each other. And then also we're going to attend these expos and different events together, be vendor booths. And I was like, I really love that. So it was the support experience for me and meeting new people. I love to meet new people. So, but it was just like, I love that support,
Yeah.
especially from our community, because with the people in our community, Black folks, we either are jealous of each other or we tear each other down. And it's like, I don't like that. I'm all about encouraging and uplifting, and there's enough business for everybody to go around. So when my atmosphere is great and positive, like, I can work better. And that's what it is. I just don't think of me. I think of others too.
And look at Miss KerryJo down there. You can really tell that she loves what she does.
Yes, she do.
She is in heaven down there.
You know what? And I just do this. I just do this when I'm sitting at a table. I just keep switching and switching and switching, because eventually somebody's going to see something that's right. And so I think your story is so great, and I am taking notes. I'm listening to you about, taking away 2 or 3 clients from each event. Mine is a little different, just because I'll call people and I'll say, hey, I know you're running for re-election or you're doing something. Would you like to buy one of my jewelry boxes? And I have a jewelry box, which is $100, and it is so many sets of jewelry. It's a lot of jewelry.
So it's already preloaded with jewelry.
It's preloaded.
With them on their campaign run and have nice pictures.
Yep. I have pearls for days in every color. Pearls for days. But also in the $100 boxes, there's a silver item, and in the $200 boxes, which you should be pretty much set for, a lot. There's a gold item, because it's all metal, silver and gold. We all, I think that everybody deserves something, and I give stones too. So I'll give stones for that person, and a piece of silver, or stones and jewelry, or maybe some crystals. But just, they could actually just take the items themselves and go and pawn them off and, come back and buy another box. But
I was going to ask you, like, how are you, like, that seems like such an amazing deal. Like, your profit margin, like, is it more for the joy, or are you really making money?
I can really make money. I mean, of course, I can take all my silver and gold items myself into the pawn shop and do it. But I mean, I don't know. I just think that these are precious metals, and through them travel energy, through stones, energy, water, energy, wood. There's a lot of wood's coming back into necklaces again. Wood, there's energy. And so, I don't really feel like I'm missing anything if I'm giving away a gold bracelet or, a silver necklace or whatever the case is. I'm not missing anything. And my profit line is good because I've already paid for these items.
Okay.
And, it's the work to go through and clean them and repurpose them if needed. But it still is quite a margin. And I also, like I said, I want people to think that they're getting a deal too.
Right. Now, let me ask you, like, and I don't want you to give away all your trade secrets, because I dabbled a little bit in jewelry, so I know a little bit about it. I just love your take on it and your energy behind it. It's definitely your lane. When you do that, do you factor in how much time you spend on each piece and price it according to, like, let's just say you spent 20 minutes on one and you're paying, you want to at least make, let's just say $15 an hour for your time. And then, of course, the material itself, do you kind of use a formula like that to, bring it together to make a profit, or how do you work that measure?
No, because whatever I don't want to use, I can resell to others who will do even more with it. Greater skill than I do. But I really don't bring that in a lot, just because it's really easy for me to add another. That's where I come in. My skills come in. That it's really easy for me to add another catch clasp onto a necklace, because I like putting a couple on there if it's a long necklace. That way you can wear it a few different ways. And then some of them take a really long time, but usually those are for my boxes. And I'm probably already thinking of somebody in my head already who I want to have that on. who I want to have that on. And so like they're reaching out to them. And so I just feel like, that's, just my part of me going into it. I do need to work on that a little bit more. But then I come across, things you've dabbled in jewelry, and I'll come across something like this. And this is like $2,300.
Yeah, easily.
And easily, right. And so, like there's just other parts that make up
Now,
there's just
what stone is that specifically for the charm?
Because I love jade.
is jade. Yep, it's all jade. And so, and you can tell by the clasp that that's the original stone. I had to check to see, make sure it was the original stone, which it is. And so, there's things I come across like this where I can sell them, or I go to a whole different line then of jewelry, um, and different buyers. But probably this one I'm not going to put in a box. I'm going to sell this one separately, but it kind of makes up for my time of going through and doing something else. And so um, I do have to work on what my profit margin needs to be. I know that
And they have free apps for you too. There's one called Craft Calculator, all kinds of cool, nifty things like that you can find in the app stores.
Yeah, this is my third kind of event. I've done one Juneteenth, and then I just did a fashion show.
Okay.
And had a blast, and walked away with knowing that the next time she does a fashion show, I know she's going to call me to, come and, look at my gigs and, put them on some of the models. And so I'm excited about that. Just because I do have, like I said, I do have a lot. I was sick for a long time, so I just kept buying and buying and buying. And
You can also contact movie makers that are in your area because they need jewelry as a part of their wardrobe as well. And you will get your name in the credits.
mm-hmm.
That would be another way to market, just giving you some ideas because that is a very intricate. And people, believe it or not, when people are in that industry, it's like a whole nother world. They look at
Everything.
who was their craft services, who did the wardrobe, jewelry, makeup. They look at all of that. So you just never know to get your name into that arena, and they'll be in essence renting the jewelry for the shoot. But some people actually do try to buy it to keep it for other things too. So for sure.
Yeah. Well, I know that I have to reach 176,000 women and men
Okay.
and others to kind of preserve myself and to make sure that I'm making money. And so I know my number that I'm looking at. I think that that's a whole other lane. So I want to make my 176,000 people happy first.
Love it.
And then, the movie's okay. But,
Love it. So Nicia, have you put any idea into like unique avenues that you can go, because you also have an opportunity to go into the movie sector as well. You just never know. People would pay you to decorate scenes for them, or even plays and things of that nature. Have you thought about that avenue as well?
Not that route. I have not. I do have a friend, Tone the Boss. He's over T1 Entertainment here locally. And so he got me, but this has nothing to do with like my business. He just had me like be in them. But I just a little bit, I thought of I could be like a creative director, but I think for me, my dream is to go the other way with expanding and being one of the most like top-notch event designers. And like I said, eventually I want to have like a venue to where I have different rooms with different sceneries for different occasions. And then because that's generating revenue, just renting out those spaces. Wow. And then they're renting out my linens. And then also too, I want to do like grab and go garlands. So for people who are in a rush, like I build them and then they just come pick them up. I also started another thing where I charge hourly to come in and help parents do DIYs. So they pay me to teach them how to do like the basic fundamental things of decor. So it's kind of like that's where I'm at right now, but it'll get bigger. I know it will.
Absolutely.
Because at one point in time I did quit my job, but COVID hit the week after. So
But the fact that, I mean, and I want you to just understand what you did when you did that. Like, you put your faith in you,
mhm,
and there's no better risk to take. I mean, sometimes we got to reel it back, when things happen economically. But the
yeah,
fact that you stepped out on faith like that just already says that you definitely have what it takes to do what you're doing. So,
thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Like, I wanted to ask, because we were talking about it before, not to backtrack though. What, since it's still the new year, still beginning of 2024, what are some of the business goals that you had in mind for this year? Like, what are some of the heights that you plan on setting, just personally in your business?
Um, I think that one of the things that I said on video is getting about 100 clients before the end of March.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think that that's a completely doable number.
Right.
Mhm.
Um, and it starts with who's in your phone, right? So I have about, I don't know, I have about 900,000 numbers in my phone. And so if I can, talk to 100 women, to buy a box, depending on what they like, then I think that that's going to grow because I'm going to ask them to bring me another or
Right.
two.
Right.
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 Right? And I like to service one person or, two or three, one or two at a time. But I really like to focus on the individuals a lot because it is about them. And I think that, 2024 is going to be a huge year for everyone, but especially Black owned businesses.
That's right.
Yes.
I think that we're starting to wake up and realize where our dollar is being spent and
Mhm.
how other ethnicities do it. And so I want people to come and spend their money with me and make myself affordable. I
And
mean, I
and I want to tell you, you have a special market because I'm the type of person, I like to look cute, but I don't like the process of shopping. So your box will be for somebody like me because I don't want to go to 5 different stores and look for 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different sets of jewelry. And there's a lot of every one represents 1,000. So I can guarantee there's a lot more women like me who feel like they have other personal things, other more pressing things to do. But they find value because what you provide is a service. You're saving me so much time by not having to go to all these stores and look for this fashion jewelry. You have it all bundled. I can buy a box and not have to worry about my jewelry, like you said, for the rest of the year. So I'm saying that to kind of sell you because that
But
that's
it's the same way
that's
with Nisha, though, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Say, let's say for a kid's birthday party, if they were doing some of the things that she's doing on their own,
Hmm.
it's several different stores you have to go to. The
Right.
time that you have to
That's
take
right.
to set up balloon arches when you don't know what you're doing, when you can hire a professional that provides all the services in one,
Both
and
absolutely.
then do the cleaning too. That's the important thing, right?
Right.
hmm They hate that part.
Of course. It's nothing worse than having to break down after
After everybody left.
oh my gosh.
hmm
My So yeah, that you ladies are in an absolute um, wonderful space. I think that you are both in a prime market. It's just going to be really dependent on how you work what you have, and I think you both have again what it takes to do what you do. I've never would have thought in a million years to package jewelry up in a box to make it simple for people like myself. Like, I just think that's genius. And then, I haven't, like, I know people who are in the event services, they will come and pick up their stuff, but I never, you know, like with the whole put everything back together. Do you do that too? Like,
No, so it's just no that
I was like, wait a
no,
minute.
so it's just whatever I bring, but that's the goal is the more that I bring with table linens, chair linens, backdrops, lighting, all of that, the more you get from me, the less that you have to do.
True.
So that's another thing. Like that's what I put in their mind. Like, hey, you're gonna be all partied out, drunk and stuff like that, or just want to leave and you don't want to have to deal with the other stuff. So they're like, you know what? Go ahead, just throw it in there. Yep.
Yes, I love it. I love it. We don't have. Tell us how to get to your website. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a website. I'm working on it. It's through GoDaddy. So it's one of those self-build. And I changed my name, I think it was like last year. So I'm building up to it. But I have social media. It's Nicia's Events on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there a way I can add the links in the...
You can put it in private chat and I can post it on the marquee.
Okay. Because I definitely have those pulled up.
And KerryJo, you can do the same, and I'll go ahead and put it on the marquee so it can scroll.
But as well, go ahead and let us know where they can find you.
Okay.
There we go. That last one, because I can just do at Nicia's event. Well, okay.
Ms. KerryJo, do you have social media?
I do. I have to kind of connect to it. I'll be on Shopify and a little bit on Etsy. And then I sell the jewelry that I'm not using. I sell it on eBay. And then I have a website that's coming as well. I just started. I'm just getting it all together, but Facebook, it's Phoenix Exchange Jewelry on Facebook.
Okay. So we're in the same process as well.
Yeah.
Wait to launch the website.
Yeah. I've been busy. I have been making boxes. And so boxes of jewelry. And so I have to really focus on getting myself, getting those media places set up. But it's just been through word of mouth lately, and it's been going really well.
That's powerful. So that we should never take that for granted. And it's Phoenix
Exchange Jewelry.
Got that link out there for everybody, so everybody can grab that link off of there. And then you can also, Nicia just typed in, you can also Google Nicia's event. The way you spell your name is so unique. It's going to be hard to confuse you with anyone else. And I love that too, the unique spelling of Nicia. So that's awesome.
Thank you. Well, that's my nickname because when I moved to Iowa, a lot of people didn't know my name is actually Ebonicia.
Oh, wow.
But a lot of people here, they had a hard time pronouncing it. So I said, you know what? Just call me Nicia. So literally, they call me Nicia. And I used to be creating custom unique events. That was too long. And I wanted something that represented me and like my taste for my business, like really good. And people was like, just put Nicia. Like we all know you for your personality and what you do. So just put that. So
now, what do your children say, Nicia, about the transformation of you going from the 9-to-5 situation to can they tell there's a difference in how you thrive when you're doing your events versus when you're at work?
Oh, yeah. I love my job, what I do. Any job that I do, I always put my 100% in, but they can tell it's a difference because my heart goes really into this. I could do this 24/7 and not get sleep, and I have sometimes because I didn't have staff, but it'll get done. But no, my kids have been my biggest supporter and cheerleaders. They've seen me at my worst and they've seen me at my best, and they've just been there right along with me. And they're actually entrepreneurs too. So
Good.
it kind of just like runs in our family. And I teach my kids like the sky is the limit. Nobody can tell you no. God will has the answer, and He will lead you and guide you to where you need to be. And He, whatever is for you, like accept it.
Yep. If he
So
gives you the idea, he'll help you create the revenue for the
exactly,
business. That's right.
exactly.
And I did want to give you a pointer. I know we know a lot of business owners. And what I do, even if I'm not interested in the business, I go and read about a lot of things. So I know with your specific business, sometimes you get people who might get a service from you and they don't want to pay, or you have problems with
Discount.
deposits and stuff like that. One thing that I've learned from a lady who was in banking, and this is specifically for service, is that when you do a contract with someone, at the time that they sign your contract, make sure you get a picture of their ID as well. That will kind of seal the deal, because nobody's going to give you their ID if there's not a transaction going on, because anybody can forge a signature on a, on a paper or whatever, and it might not hold up in court. But if you have that, your percentages for beating any chargebacks will go up, and your percentages for winning in court will go up if you get their ID. And
Thank you for that tip.
if
Like
it's big, if it's a big one, get their social security, because you can enforce it through the UCC law, and that's a trick of the trade too.
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah,
because literally right now, what I do is like I don't hold spots. It's first come first serve with a signed contract, and it's 50% of the total cost. It's non-refundable. Um, and that's how they lock in. But like you said, for the chargebacks, I never want that to happen to me. So I will definitely start asking them for that.
yep.
So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. And I do feel like God puts people together for a reason, and that will keep you, that will save you some headaches. That
Yeah.
will definitely save you some headaches. We are down to our last few minutes. Any closing remarks for either of you as we close out today's show?
I just want to say thank you to both of you for giving me this opportunity to share my passion in what I do. And I'm thankful to Michelle and Anthony Arlington. I'm not the greatest speaker, I'm more of a conversationalist,
You're
but
probably better than what you think, because you've done extremely well. We would have never known had you not said anything.
oh, okay. Well, I won't say nothing no more. But just real quick, it's just this whole experience has just been a blessing, and it happened so fast. But this time I was ready for it, and this is what I needed in my life. So it's a blessing to me, and I thank you all like so much. And for
Absolutely.
those who are not in BOB, please join it, because
Please
it
join.
is definitely what you need. Even if you have hesitation, just join, because people are there to pick you up when you fall. And it's just like just that quick. People have been helping me. I have questions all the time, and they're just there. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're definitely welcome. And again, the credit goes to Michelle. Without
Right.
her, none of this would be possible. And I don't know what kind of fuel other than God Himself that Michelle runs on, because she's the hardest working woman I know.
Yes.
Right. And I just want to say thank you to Michelle and also to you too for the interview. I really enjoyed myself, and I just want to keep, lifting things up. I had put these out, and it's jade and peach jade. In peach jade, it looks pink, but
Yeah.
I know that there's an AKA who wants these,
Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
And so I do special things like that too. Blue and white, sigmas and zetas, red and white, the kappas. But I just, when I come across these pieces, I'm always thinking of someone in mind. And so get to know me so that you
Your
can be like,
channeling is what you're doing. You're actually channeling when you do
yeah,
that.
yeah, I like to do that. But yeah, but get to know me so I can channel something to you that's special when I come across it. And this is carnelian over here.
Beautiful.
Um, just beautiful, and also white crystal. It left me. and there's not enough time. So I just want to say thank you. Quartz, there we go. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to show my business.
And your passion, both of you, it shows. And the area is lucky to have you both. You are an asset to the avenues that you have gone down, and it's definitely been a pleasure for us to interview and to see the passion, and it's amazing. We love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just have one last thing. I do offer free 1-hour consultations. That's where we discuss your budget and everything that you want. So consultations are free for 1 hour though.
Okay. Now, would you do it on the spot, or is that virtual or on the phone?
It's either on the phone, it's either video chat, or meet in person.
Love it.
So I try to make it convenient for my potential clients.
Awesome. You want to close out?
Okay.
Well, we do thank you all so much for joining. I hope everyone who has watched this, we had a great audience for this show, and we know that a lot of people will see after the fact. If you want to join the company of these beautiful ladies, make sure you go to bobrewards.club and join. It is only $10 a year to be a consumer, where you'll be notified of all the events and everything we have going on. You'll be a part of an email blast list and see everything we have going on once again. And then if you are a business owner of any kind, any sort, if you want to be on the podcast, it's $25 a year for the BFAC membership and $25 a year for the regular membership. And it offers a couple of other things as well. So make sure you get on there and go to bobrewards.club/benefits.
Or you can like, share, subscribe for free. Once you see it online on the rerun or whatever you want to call it, make sure you tell a friend about it. Let a Black entrepreneur know about BOB Rewards Club and SHIOP Black podcast.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies. You have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and it was nice meeting you. I'm sure we'll meet at an event coming up soon.
That's right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
And there you have it. Yet another episode. Two beautiful, passionate women who are all about their BOB, their Black-owned business. So it doesn't get any better than that. And we want you to join our BOB family. So won't you do that tonight? And just go to bobrewards.club and you'll see it's everything that we say and more. Like the last time I got to meet Dr. Umar, just wonderful people, and the outdoor events were amazing, and I can't wait for May.
Right.
So we want to see you guys in May. So make sure you become a member so you can get more information about that. And we also want to thank our sponsor for the show. And you will hear more from our sponsors in just a moment. But we're going to go ahead and sign out and enjoy the rest of this lovely Tuesday.
And this was the SHIOP Black podcast. See y'all later.
Bye.